Hello everybody, my name is Bloodbath169 and welcome back to Ark Survival Evolved. In today's episode, I think what we're going to do, well, there's a couple things to get you caught up on. First of all, no matter what I do, the Dilophosaurs keep, I think it's Dilophosaurs, they keep attacking my tames, and even Grunty has gotten in on this action. But it's hard to tell what precisely has been doing it because I think Karen keeps eating them. So there's that. But everybody keeps moving over. Shut up, Grunty. Nobody cares about you. But I have relocated Doc over here. Right now I'm carrying too much weight to allow that. You may also notice I went ahead and added in our dinosaur gate here. And now, when we tame or trap a dino in here for taming purposes, we can now... Yeah, this will work out pretty good. I also did a little bit of research in our off time regarding breeding. And what we're really wanting is a combination of the traits. We want traits to be combined. So if we want a really super powered set of dinos, what we'd really need to do, ultimately, is focus on each one, and as they level them up in a particular trait, and then once they are close to or high enough level, then we would trap them in the breeding chamber here, and well, yeah, breed them, and then the offspring would of course have the combined traits and the combined levels also. So with that in mind, we're going to keep that in mind as we're exploring. From the most part, especially some of these creatures, our resource ones especially, we want to level up a lot, and that will maximize how much they can gather. So there's that. Right now, our current project, we've got the crop tower done, not completely to my satisfaction, but as good as it's going to get, I think. We've got all our skirts on all of our buildings, and it's actually looking very complete. I really like how it looks. We did manage to inadvertently trap a trike down here, so that's nice. Not a good one, but there is a trike. Apart from that, the house is more or less where I want it to be. Our bedroom is even put together. We do still have storage down here, but again, I'm not that chuffed about it, to be honest. It looks like our campfires have burned out again. But today's focus, I think, is going to be on... we're always going to try to have a building project of some kind. And in today's episode, I think it's going to be, as you can tell, I've got Katie back here, because if I remember correctly, I have her loaded up with wood. Yes, I have a ton of wood on her inventory, because our current project, our next project, as the sun is starting to set here, is going to be to fill out. I decided we're going to go ahead and put the skirt on the back side here. We'll expand this out, and then we're going to build in our indoor harbor. Not that it will protect in any way against animals coming in. I could do that, but that would be a very complex thing, and I just don't really care that much about it. The one primary threat, the major threat to anything but a tank, or to anything like a raft, is that whale, I believe. So we're not going to worry about that. But we are going to fill in the back of the house. Now, we may eventually put stairs coming down here, and we may fill all this up with bulk storage, which isn't all that bad an idea. But as to where the steps would come down, that I'm not entirely sure on. I guess I could do a doorway down here, but I'm not sure about that just yet. That may be a building project for a different day. I guess I could put stairs coming down right here too. And by the way, guys, I apologize for any graveliness in the voice or coughing or sneezing. Everybody in my house currently is having fun with what I have labeled the stupid disease. So, yeah. Probably shouldn't be recording, but I'm nothing if not dedicated. So anyway, we're going to get started on this, and we're going to fill in the back of the house and see if we can find a decent design for our harbor here that'll allow us enough room to bring in a raft on this side and any raft upgrades on this side. You can bring in a raft on either side, technically speaking. So, alright, let's hit it. Alright guys, so we're back. So we've got a couple of different issues that we're struggling with. Foundation support's the number one issue, especially since we're crossing a big open space right here. We want to leave that space open for the boats to come in, but unfortunately I just don't see how we're going to be able to enclose this, because there's going to be holes in the roof no matter what I do. So as negative as it makes me feel, I think the best option might just be to do like we did on that side, on the house, and keep the piers like this, but put wall segments down all the way to the ground, and that'll give us should give us a solid thing to push off of to turn around, especially for like the raft, which doesn't really have a reverse function. So let's really quickly hop back into our time lapse and knock all this out, and that does kind of ruin my whole plan for today. Oh well. You gotta take the bitter with the sweet, and that's okay. I guess I could have put a roof on either side, but I'm not. A incomplete building just does not suit me at all. I guess I could go in and modify my settings also, but it's just not that big a deal, to be honest. Screw it. Start with 10 wall segments and we'll work up from there. Come on, get down. I might not be able to put one there. That's okay. Not a big deal. Okay. Well, I guess on the bright side, this is just as aesthetically pleasing, and this was something we were going to do either way. But it just does make me a little bit sad. Oops. You gotta breathe too, Derek. You are in a game, but believe it or not, you may feel like you're suffocating in real life, but guess what? You gotta breathe in the game too. But we'll finish up getting this enclosed, and then we will take off on our... Oh, I can't eat down here. Come on, get up there. And then we will go after our next quote-unquote victim, which will be our parasaur and maybe a turtle. We'll just kind of see where we go from there. Alright guys, so we're finally back. We did a little bit of housekeeping stuff, refilled our composters, and removed some of our storage and moved it up into the bedroom. I also co-located all of our tames into this little pit back here. Hopefully that'll kind of sort of keep them protected. Our next task, and of course, let me actually jump off a dock here, because we also did finish up the dock. I can't call it a harbor now, per se, but I did finish up the dock. And all the sides are now enclosed, so now it actually looks like a proper pier. And I'm sure it'll only look better as we upgrade to stone and maybe metal. We might upgrade to metal later on. Oh, that's, I was like, why are we missing 2 windows there? It's because, oh, that's the storage room. Duh. But, with that being said, if I could stay on the damn thing, it'd be nice. Whew. But yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to, each day we go out, we're going to try to come back with a decent tame of some kind. In this case, we're going to be seeking parasaur. They're very good for pack mules, and they're pretty quick, even if they're not all that great at defending themselves. Ideally, we'd like to find a tech parasaur, but a parasaur, just a regular one, would be just fine. And what we're going to do is each time we go out, we're going to focus on, as our tame levels up here, we're going to increase one of their traits, and that way when eventually they are more or less maxed out, we can then, or a suitably high enough level that is, then we can breed them and get the better levels out of them and increase and really focus on getting those ideal traits we want, the best dinos we can possibly get. So, plus otherwise we just wasted all that time building this enormous and very fun project called the Taming Pen. But with that being said, a little bird whispered in my ear, and we will be taking Doc for today. Now, Doc is not very quick, but Doc does serve 2 different purposes. He serves really nicely as a pack mule, and of course his primary function is as a berry harvester. So, let's see if we can't find... Actually, hold up. Before I do anything else, did I even purchase the parasaur? I know I don't have a parasaur saddle, so let's grab that. And we'll probably double up and we'll do a Carbonimus today also. So let's see, do I have enough to make the parasaur? I do. Alright. So let's zip ahead here until we find something, a decent parasaur. Can I use my weapons on him, by the way? Ooh, I can. Nice. Alright, so let's look around for a decent parasaur. Of course, since we are on a trike, that does mean the predators can and will attack us, so we'll have to keep an eye open. And hopefully, Doc does not fall to the same fate as Sheila. Because that would be a pisser. I don't know what that is. Oh, that's that moss chops. There's a trike over there, 2 trikes over there, and a therizinosaur. Bunch of dilophosaurs. Is that a parasaur? That is a parasaur. Not a good parasaur, but it is a parasaur. And of course, I'm going to try to stay in the open. That way I can actually see a little bit better. But with that being said, let's hit fast forward and see if we can't find a decent parasaur. There's a brontosaurus. Not a good one, but a brontosaurus nonetheless. Nice! You a good one? No, you're that female. Oh, what the heck? Piss off. Alright, so what all did we get from that alpha kill? Quite a bit of XP. What else did we get? Ooh! We just got a massively better hatchet and a massively better... Nice. Let's switch over to our inventory real quick. We can drop this. I don't care about that. We got a alpha raptor claw. Very good. We can now trade out our... We'll keep this because I feel like we may be able to use it later. And we have a better hatchet. And we also got improved gloves. Very good. Alright, let's level up Trike here, or Doc here, and then we will keep on keeping on. Ooh. Well, to keep in mind, there, okay, that's a level 125 therizinosaur. That might be worth capturing. Yeah, just gobs and gobs of frickin' triceratops, but not a frickin' good parasaur to be found. I guess if I have to, I can go back to my home island, and I guess I can just settle, but I want at least a level 50, which isn't good, but it's not bad either. Ooh. That. That's good enough. I'm tired of looking on this guy. Always worth giving Doc the experience, but whoa. No. Nope. Nope. I could have lived all day without having that come after me. We already did find a couple of decent turtles, but I wouldn't mind if one of these guys was acceptable too. That's 35 and 100. That's actually the best one we've seen so far. But what I think we're going to do is we'll park Doc here. We'll tell him to do not defend. Where are you? Where the heck did he go? I don't know. But let's capture this guy. Because you're pretty. Very pretty. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Excellent. So that's you down. Let's give you some Mijo berries. Very good. What would we name a male tech parasaur? Male tech parasaur. Sparky, maybe? I guess we got that chance. Sparks. This will be Sparky. Very good. Okay, you need your saddle. Very good. And you can actually carry me right off the bat, so that works out great. Are you the good one? No, you're not. But I will take you out with the, with Doc, not Sparky here. Alright. Stop following. Go passive, not neutral. Alright, Doc, I need you for a minute. And we'll kite this guy around. You. Alright, there's you down. Now that other turtle should be coming after us. Right? At least I thought she would be. At least I think it was a she. Was that you? That was you. Okay. 105. Or was it you? 100. Huh. I'm not going to wait for you to come back to shore. It is all you. What's up? Knock out. Your head looks like a freaking pincushion, dude. Thank you. Alright, give me those arrows back. Very good. And start you with 10. Alright. I don't have a carbonomous saddle, and I don't think I have the means of making one, do I? That would be a nope fish. I don't have any cementing paste. But if I'm not riding them, they should not have an issue as far as stamina goes. So if I ride Sparky back here, what would be a good name for a turtle? Okay, there's a good name. Yeah, there you go. A little bird whispers in my ears and tells me, "Shell done." So whenever Shell done gets up, oh no, excuse me, this is a female. I thought this was a male. So we need a female name. Shelby. Okay. Okay, so there's a... Okay, so once she gets up, I think little bird has informed me of a good name for this, so I think we will go with that name as soon as she gets up. And then we can take our new friends, Sparky. How very original of me, I know. And Sparky's primary thing that I think we're going to be focused on is going to be weight. And I think, if I remember correctly, does this guy have a... Ah, he does have a special. What are you detecting there? Okay. Ah. So a parasaur has radar that can be used to detect enemies. Nice. So we've got Sparky, we've got Doc, and then I guess this will be Shelby. A very, very tired Shelby. And then we will take everybody back, and that'll probably be where we end for today's episode. I gotta think about what our building project for our next episode will be. I may decide that we're gonna go ahead and put in a fence. I get all our tames nice and arranged, and then something comes too close or attacks them, and everybody loses their minds. It's an interesting joint. Huh. And there goes that Dilophosaur. Ooh, did Doc just charge? Yep, he did. Oof. Alright, everybody come on back. Sparky, anytime, my dude. He's not too quick. For a hadrosaur, not too quick. Or not too slow, excuse me. Alright. Our Carbonimus, whose name shall be Shelby. Alright. So, alright, Doc, Shelby, and Sparky. Let's all head back. I'm sure this will be a fun journey at night, but can't be helped. So let's hit it again and make our way back home. Ow, dude, that's a painful choice to make there. Not a smart choice. If I do say so myself, not a very smart choice. Okay, we have our tech parasaur. I think what we are going to do, everybody stay here and be passive. Do I still have any Mejo berries on me? I do. Alright, where's this other parasaur? I saw a really good one. Is this you? Is this them? Yes, that is. Okay. stay here so I can nail the crap out of you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 5. Oh, wasted that one. That's alright. Alright. So we got a pretty decent one here. So let's put 10 Mejo berries in her inventory. We got Sparky. So this will give us a male parasaur, tech parasaur, and a female regular parasaur. Not too shabby. And she's got pretty coloring too. So that will serve us just freaking fine. But we'll get her tamed up and then we'll all head back to the barn. But what the heck am I going to name her? Oh, well, I guess there's only one name we really can name her, isn't there? A real homage to all you Land Before Time folks. We're going to name her Ducky. Because you're a beautiful hadrosaur. Alright, Ducky, let's go. Okay, so let's jump on Sparky here. Tech Parasaur has ability level up. Wait. Alright, everybody. Let's go. Alright folks, so we're finally getting back home with 3 new friends. All things considered, I spent all that time zipping around on dock. Only maybe a couple of minutes for your guys' perspective, but that was an hour for me. Almost an hour. And finally settled for Sparky as a tech parasaur. Turned around and there was Ducky. Regular female parasaur, and of course Shelby was right offshore. So first things first, let's stop everybody. I guess we got to get on dock and tell them all to stop. There we go. And then we can arrange them over here, find parking spaces for them, so to speak. Although, actually what I think I'm going to do, while I'm on the thought, let's actually shift our friends that we don't plan on taking places for much. We'll shift them, such as Grunty here. There we go. We'll park Grunty here. So those that we don't really plan on taking a whole lot, we'll put over here. And for those that we take on a regular, or on a rotating basis, I guess I should say, we'll put over here. And each one of these that we ride on a regular basis will have some kind of purpose. And some of those are just for collecting purposes. So for instance, I probably am not going to get a male parasaur or a female tech parasaur simply because it's not really worth it. They're good for being pack mules, but their passive level up is plenty to fulfill that role. And although, as you just saw, I did put a saddle on them, I don't really think I need much in the way of that. I just went to the crop tower, not the house, because I need some cementing paste, so that way I can put a saddle on Shelby. Okay, so how much cementing paste do I actually need? I need 10. Okay. Oh, luckily enough, I believe our friendly neighborhood beavers provided this, and there's 10. Beautiful. And carbonamous saddle. Beautiful. Lovely. And let's also go ahead and put in an order for, let's see, we want to bring this up to 60, so we need 34. Oh no, I gotta get narcotic, because one of those birds stole my dang narcotic out of my inventory. How they can do that and then not die, I don't know, but whatever. Alright, we'll go ahead and put this stuff away also. We have 2 new blueprints. We have a water jar blueprint, and we also have a metal ceiling blueprint, not blueprint. Alright, and I guess if we got room, we do, so let's put our titanoboa venom in there. I said I needed 34 trank arrows to replace. Alright, so to get everything put away there, got our arrows crafting up. And we have our carbonamous saddle, of course. Oh, Doc is apparently trying to follow Sparky. Note to self, tell them to follow, then get on the dino. Okay, so everybody stop. Sparky. Let me think. I'm going to take you over here, you move a little bit faster. So what I'm thinking, guys, is that I'd kind of like to have this, almost like this whole island, end up being almost like a menagerie, a zoo, so to speak, of all the different animals we can get in Ark. And if I do that, there's a couple of different things I want to do. First of all, I don't think it'd be good to put any of them. I could put them all up on platforms like I did with the house, but by doing that, that means that if I approach too slowly, that means that as the building pieces render in, it may cause them to fall through the floor, which would understandably cause some problems. So, and even if they didn't, they could also wander out. So, what I think we'll do, and we'll have pretty substantial sized pens, but I think what we'll do in our next episode is our building project will be focused on the first of our pens. Now, I did have to go, to put that dinosaur gate where I did have to place in, and these pens can also come out here to the water, because I don't think predators are normally going to swim out to meet them. But I'll put a corridor in here, that way we still have an alley behind the building. So probably right here will be our first one. And the pens will come right out to the water and probably stop there. Unless, of course, they are, because, I mean, for the most part, they're mostly just going to be standing in their pens. We'll put feeding troughs. We have that technology, so we'll put feeding troughs and keep them fed. Or we could always load up their inventories of food. That would work also. But that way we can start putting in pens in this area, and we'll leave roads and walkways and such in between. But that does, unfortunately, as far as gathering wood goes, that does mean that the further out we'll go or branch out from here, the more we will have to the further we'll have to range out to get wood. But that's not the end of the world, and although this area will end up looking pretty barren, it might be worth it to have all these lovely critters. But with that being said, guys, the only thing I have left to do for today is place these guys in the not very often status area. And, excuse me. Let's see, we had Ducky. She should have, yep, she had a couple different level ups. 1, 2, 3. And I think I saw a separate, while I'm on the thought, I think I saw a separate, let's see, you had the radar. Yeah, you had a roar function, I think that scares off smaller carnivores and other animals. So that's interesting. Yeah, pause to poop, why not? Not like I'm trying to park you or anything. Alright. Oh, stop honking at me. I swear you're worse than geese. Alright. Didn't you just poop, my dude? I think you did. Alright, so then we got Shelby, which we can now put our saddle on. Good thing that provides some cushion, because that shell is not something I want to sit on. Hey, Shelby. You're a cutie. Alright. And Shelby's got... Let's see, what would Shelby's big thing be? She's not very fast. So I guess she can be used as a pack mule. She's slow enough to be a mule. Oh, you do make sound. Huh. And she's not bad for swimming. I see she does not have an O2 meter. So that's something. Oh, the shaking alone would drive me nuts riding on Shelby here. But other than the ones that we have regular use for that we don't, but we do not plan on taking places, are pack mules, true pack mules like Ducky and Sparky, which are faster. Shelby, she's going to probably be more of a, hey, look, I captured one type of deal. So, not too bad, I guess. And then, of course, we've got Doc, who's rendering in, apparently. There we go. That was weird. We'll go ahead and stick Doc back in his parking space. And then I guess next episode, our little birdie, our friendly little birdie, can instruct and advise on what animal we're going to take out next. Because we need to decide. There's Doc right there. Alright, and what is, by the way, on our, what is our next object? Our next goal here? Well, let's see. Ichthyosaurus. Okay. Ichthyosaurus and Packy. Okay. I guess that freeze right there is all the hint I need. So thank you everybody for joining me for today's episode. And we will see you guys in the next video. See ya!